If you're like us, then the show Criminal Minds holds a very special place in your heart. When the show ended in 2020 after 15 seasons and 363 episodes, you presumably too broke to pieces. We mean, how could you not be sad, right? Well, wipe your tears, because we're here to inform you that your favorite BAU squad will indeed be returning. Listen up. First up, let's talk revival. There aren't many procedural criminal TV dramas that last for several seasons without losing their edge. One of the programs that did stand the test of time was the well-liked CBS program Criminal Minds. It maintained its upward trend for more than a decade. The police drama has now gotten a renewal order from the streaming service Paramount 2 years after wrapping up its victorious 15-season run and a massive 324 episodes on the network in 2020. Fans would be thrilled to know that filming has started in recent weeks, and a handful of the returning actors have shared snippets of their return to the set. Criminal Minds, Suspect Behavior, and Criminal Minds Beyond Borders, which were both spin-offs of the original Criminal Minds, didn't have the same level of success as the original and were canceled after their first and second seasons, respectively. Numerous more behavioral analysis shows, ostensibly inspired by the popularity of Criminal Minds, have debuted since, but neither seem to catch on. For those who are unaware, the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit is made up of a collection of skilled criminal profilers who use their knowledge of behavioral analysis to find deranged offenders in the making. 6 members of the original ensemble are returning, so there is a huge amount of hype surrounding the reboot, and rightfully so. Next up, here's what we know for sure so far. According to Paget Brewster, filming for the series recently started on August 8th. It is said to have 10 episodes, and according to Deadline, the cast has signed multi-year contracts, so if the show is successful at Paramount, it may run even longer. We don't want to jinx it, but so far so good. For the remake of Criminal Minds, Erica Messer, who worked as the show's lead screenwriter for 11 years, will take on the roles of showrunner, executive producer, and writer. The gangs are all coming back together. We're not crying, you're crying. Oh, who are we kidding? We're all crying. The series will carry on from the first Criminal Minds and be part of the lore as well. For the pilot, we hear the BAU will encounter one of their greatest challenges yet in this episode, an UnSub who has exploited the virus to build a sizable network of serial killers. You probably guessed it. The episode picks up shortly after the outbreak. The BAU will begin seeking out these killers as the globe begins to open up once more. We can't wait. Coming up, what about members of the cast who are not coming back and why? While talking about Matthew's decision not to join the reboot in an interview with Looper, Paget briefly discussed the reason why. She stated that it was only Matthew who had appeared in every episode during the previous 2 seasons. He completed 15 years in a row. The person was on one show from 25 to 40 years of age, and that's when they used to shoot 22 to 24 episodes per year during that time. Yikes. Don't get us wrong. We loved the 22-episode run we had. Good times, but we do not want to do it again. She continued and said she could see why he was never able to go do other things. He longs to be in charge. His first audition was for Criminal Minds after he graduated from NYU to become a director. Imagine that. 15 years have passed since you first had no intention of becoming an actor. Brewster spoke softly about her friend and former co-star, adding that she does hope he changes his mind. But we're not going to lie, it kind of makes sense to us too now. So, as to Daniel's homecoming, she responded that Daniel Henney is on Wheel of Time, which shoots in Prague. They are retained for a further few years. Although Daniel won't be able to rejoin the cast at the moment, things do happen in life, so we never know what might happen. That's true, we never know. Up next, Paget Brewster is promoted to series regular for season 12 of Criminal Minds. We all knew the actress was set to return to the supervisory special agent's role, but what we didn't know was that Paget Brewster will also become a series regular from season 12 of Emily Prentiss's Criminal Minds. Paget is already scheduled to guest star in a number of episodes of Criminal Minds, where she will reprise her SSA Emily Prentiss character. The tentative air date for her debut episode is, deep breaths, October 12th. The show's executive producer and showrunner, Erica Messer, exclaimed that they're all so pleased to have Paget with them full-time. According to Erica, she has been sorely missed by the BAU family both on and off screen, and it's been wonderful having her back on set. It's as if she never left, Messer stated. We love that. That's not all. Criminal Minds Paget reveals her edgier makeover for the revival. When Criminal Minds returns for its impending Paramount relaunch, viewers will see an Emily Prentiss who is sassier, no filters, and it all starts with the hair. We like the sound of that. Apparently, Paget Brewster, a franchise veteran, posted a picture from her first day of hair and makeup for the eagerly awaited revival on Monday. Her sneak look included a significant message. We love sneak peeks. She said, "Hello guys," and continued that she thinks everyone is anticipating a bit more senior, sassier, gray-haired, no-filter Prentiss. But it's okay if you aren't. Just let someone else know, Brewster added. Paget Brewster, whose Criminal Minds character was renowned for sporting jet black hair for the entire 15-season duration of the program, has made a strong case for acting parts in the future that embrace her natural complexion. In July, she tweeted that she likes her gray hair, and while she has been under pressure to dye it and act like she's 35 again, she simply doesn't want to. She explained that we all have important issues to deal with. This is only a little conflict conflict, but she does believe that we all have minor internal conflicts. Yet, she would want to begin by treating one another with respect, even when we disagree. Please, she added. And that, folks, is something we can get behind. Next, what other casting updates should we look out for? Brewster is the most recent casting adjustment for the well-liked CBS procedural, or at least this one was consensual. Confused? Let us explain. Thomas Gibson was fired from the show in July following an altercation with series producer Virgil Williams while they were filming. Gibson claimed that once the employee turned aggressive, he fired him as payback. Then, CBS and production company ABC Studios delivered the shocking news that the actor who has appeared in all 255 episodes of the procedural would not in fact be returning to Criminal Minds after serving a 2-week suspension. Although Gibson's first offense wasn't the physical altercation, the incident proved to be his last. Additionally, it clarifies their conflict with Shamar Moore, who left the show after 11 seasons. Coming up, let's see what Paget Brewster and Joe Mantegna have to say upon return from filming. Since the resurrection was originally announced, Paramount's revival of the hit series Criminal Minds has kept viewers updated via social media. People like Paget Brewster and Joe Mantegna, who have some really amazing behind-the-scenes peeks to share with the audience, have recently provided examples and snippets of filming. Resuming their roles, actors like Brewster and Mantegna have used Twitter and Instagram to interact with fans and provide updates on the show's development. For those who have grown to adore the role of Agent David Rossi, seeing the word Rossi in large letters on a trailer in an image tweeted out by Mantegna can be exciting. Brewster's first day back in hair and makeup for her part as Agent Emily Prentiss raises a lot of concerns about what lies ahead for the team in this reboot, gaining interest and curiosity from all over. Now that's marketing done right. Last but not the least, let's see what Criminal Minds' new regular has to say about the reboot. Depending on when they first encountered Paget Brewster's work, different people have different perceptions of her. While Joey and Chandler were the first to fall in love with her on Friends, we did so first. In all honesty, Brewster could play any one of a dozen distinct characters, but Emily Prentiss, the unit leader of the Criminal Minds Behavioral Analysis Unit, has undoubtedly won her the most loyal following over the years. Paget spoke candidly about working on the show, how it differed from her previous parts, and how it benefited her career in a recent interview. Before joining the series, Paget Brewster revealed to the list that she was a major admirer of Criminal Minds and other criminal dramas like Law & Order, so when she received the opportunity to star in Criminal Minds, she was ecstatic. She described the entire event as thrilling. She said even though Criminal Minds is very restrained, there isn't much smiling, there are serial killers and guns, the former Friends actress was quite delighted to join the cast. We were quite delighted she joined too. That's a wrap. Let us know in the comments below how excited you are for the reboot, and we will see you in the next video.